I will say with great honesty that I was one of those people who told Will Packerman I do not want to see another slave movie. You know, we went back and forth up until the first day of shooting about, how necessary this was for people, and for me, how reluctant it was. Part of it was just because how difficult it was just to experience it firsthand and go back into it, as a I guess I hadn't ever been involved in a piece that was as important to where my performance would hang over my head for so long, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, man, I really don't know about this, Will. This is some tall order. And Will like, yo, we need you. You can do it. Get out there. Like, all right, cool. So he threw me into the plantations of New Orleans, the outskirts of Louisiana. And we got bit by mosquitoes and endured the conditions before great cause, because as everyone on the panel has reiterated, man, this is extremely important. I don't think that this is a luxury. This is a necessity. This is mandatory for people to know.
I'm proud of all of those movies. But I can go give 110% to those movies, make sure they got big budgets on the screen, do everything I need to do to make sure that the youth, because it's primarily youth audiences that go see my films, make sure that they are there opening weekend to see all those movies. And here I have an opportunity to do something that will affect us in a completely different way. I said, I gotta be a part of this. I have to be.
He said that same speech to you.
I said it and I meant it. Let me tell you something. This is the most important thing I've ever done. I'm so proud of this. This was not an easy decision to make to be a part of it. But I'm also tell you this, for as many people in this room that have watched it and have taken this journey with us tonight, there's so many people out there going, I'm not even gonna give it a chance. I'm catching flack on this one, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. Ride Along 3. Will, when is that? Where's the premiere? I'm there. Give me some tickets. Roots? I know the story. I seen it. But you don't. Especially, Ed Lover talked about his kids. They really don't know. See, they said, you have to make a slave. There are people out there still trying to make slaves, Donald Trump. They're still trying to make slaves. But if you don't know from whence you came, if you don't know that you're descendant from warriors who survived, then were sold into slavery, sometimes by your own people, by tribes, and survived, then took that whole journey across the passage with those atrocities you just saw, and survived, then got to America, and underwent all those atrocities that you saw and survived. That's who you're descended from. The people that survived, you're survivors. So, but if you don't know that you're a survivor, if you don't know from whence you came, then you look back at this and you say, I don't want to see it. I know it. And all you want to do, like Tiff said, be on Snapchat and Instagram and follow somebody that don't know their history either. So to me, this is the most important thing I've ever done. I don't know if that was a question.
I just want to say this real quick. I remember seeing Roots in 1977. I'm an old head. I remember seeing it on television when it first came out, and it did not have that backstory on who we were in Africa. And that's one of the most important things, and I think it's going to pique a lot of people's interest and get a lot of dialogue, because we weren't Christians.
Well, and beyond that, it's on History, it's on Lifetime, it's on A&E. Last one was 40 years ago. If we're fortunate, this one is going to last at least another 40 years. So that means generations upon generations, this is going to be that definitive story.
Education shouldn't stop when you leave school, you know what I'm saying? You should take time, and you know what? After you see it, you can go and find research. It's the information age, you millennials have.
Okay. Right on.